So okay, in this featurette today I'm going to attempt to turn the little alcohol burner similar to a Tangia stove or TRANGIA stove. This is from Esbit, they both are, into a pressurised unit, and the unit will also become a pot stand. And I also have a way of getting these fired up a lot quickly from household materials you can easily acquire or may already have. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to fill both of these with fuel, and the idea here is we'll see which one of these I can get going the traditional way and also my way. With the quick start method. Okay, let's concentrate on the quick firing up method, and it's very easy. I'll just put this to one side for now. And this is what it is: a Doritos lid from the sauce and a length of stove rope. This is 8mm. And I've lined the edge all the way around. It just so happens to be the right size to sit your little spirit burner in there. Now with a little pipette or a little squirty bottle with your stove rope in, I'm using methylated spirits. I'm going to wet up the stove rope all the way around with just a few mil, like this. And it will allow the burner to get a lot warmer, a lot quicker. And now we're going to race the two burners. So I'm going to light this one first and then the quick start afterwards. I'm going to give this guy here the head start. Okay, and it's the stove rope I'm lighting up here. Yep, that's going. Okay, let's see which is first to get into a bloom. There you go, it's already going. And I'm going to burn the set down if I'm not careful. You can see that's already a roaring flame. The one on the left hasn't even caught yet. I'm going to actually put this guy out because I just want to see how long it takes for the other guy on the left here to get going. I've had to put this one out. It's going quite fiercely. Well, there's no real trick to it. It is as simple as building yourself the little preheater. Getting quite sick now of waiting for that to bloom. I'll try and keep things in real time for you here at the moment. See if I can encourage it. Now the actual flame is coming out of the well itself and not from the jets. I might give up on this in a minute. Yeah, I'm sick of waiting. It's still quite warm, the stove, so I'm going to just see if it'll bloom without the quick start gadget. As you can see, it's a whole lot slower. If this doesn't go in the next few seconds, I'm putting the quick start on it. No, I've had enough of waiting. Let's introduce the quick start and a few drops. It doesn't take very many mil out of your tank, by the way. This is just a few drops. Let's try again. And there's the bloom. You can see it straight away. Let's try this. On. There you have it. So it's a pressurised unit now. I'll try and keep the camera as still as I can for this, because it's a pot stand, it's a quick unit, and it should make for a quick boil. So we will boil 250 ml in real time. I'm not going to move, I'm not going to switch, turn the camera off. I just want to re-angle it. This will take minutes. It does get hot, so be prepared with your pliers, something like that. Already I can hear it bubbling. Let's give it a few seconds. And I don't know if you can hear the actual stove. That is firing out some power. Let's have a look at the top view. I don't know if you can see the flames licking the side of the cook cup there. I hope you've got a timer on this, because we're not far off. If anyone watching this wants to put in a comment what the real boil time was, you can. I should have really had a stopwatch. This is a cracking modification. I'm going to have to just bounce the camera up and down here. I want to show you that flame pattern there. I was never very happy with the Tangia, how long it took to bloom. I never really liked the fact it wasn't a pressurised unit when it could have been. Let's have a look at where I'm up to. I'm just going to leave the lid off this for a few seconds, because we're not far off the boil here. Now the boiler's slowed down. The Tangia stove still takes far too much fuel for my liking. But that's how to pressurise it and get a free pot stand thrown into the bargain. Okay, I'm going to call that a boil. It's good enough for a cup of tea. It's not a roaring boil or a rolling boil. But that has gone through all the fuel. These little Tangias do. It's not too hot to grab that actually. Let's put him down. Get my old pliers out. Oh, there's still some flame left in that. Okay, and a little snuffer. Okay, and that's what it looks like. With this I can just knock it off and pop your normal cap back on. Let's try smother this out now. And to make the actual burner unit itself can be easier, I need a tin. I can use these little gourmet tins. In America you'll have Fancy Feast. They're not the strongest tins, so I'm going to have a go with a tin that's a lot stronger. It's a John West tuna chunks. You can get things with salmon in. I found this, it's a little Weight Watchers something or other there, but they're all 80-gram tins. So I'm going to have a go with one of these. And let's just take the label off. And as you can see, I have a pin, and I'll make a series of pinholes in the top, just underneath this section here on top of my thumb. So pin in, just give it a little twist, and in it goes. Now I need to go all the way around the tin. I would say maybe a centimetre apart, like that. And I'm not measuring anything. They don't need to be that accurate, but I need to make a row all the way around. And I did it with a Fancy Feast or gourmet tin, and here's what we saw in action. There was this tin with a row of holes all the way around the top, but I do want to try it now with this much stronger tin, exactly the same size nearly. So I'll be back to you in a minute when I've gone all the way around. Okay, that's done. The holes are all the way around, not even very neat. It just has to be practical. And inverted will sit on top of the stove. Let's try it out for size. It's a fierce little burner, this, when it gets going, and it's a perfect little fit. That sits in this groove really well. This pressurised bit here also makes for the pot stand, so let's sit him on. Okay, I'm going to put some clean cold water in this and restart the experiment. If I need to, I will reintroduce the quick start gadget that we made for the bottom here.